What if we went back in time? Okay, let's go. Let's relive everything that happened this year. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome to you. Today's video is a little special because I wanted to take a moment to look back at this year with you. So I will rewind everything that happened, the highs, the surprises, the lows, and the moments that really changed things for me on YouTube. So welcome to my 2025 recap. First of all, January is when I really began posting consistently on YouTube. Not because I suddenly had everything figured out, nope, but because I finally stopped waiting for the perfect moment. At the time, I already knew one thing for sure. I wanted to make vlogs. But how? How to make them? How to tell stories through them? How to structure them? That was completely unclear. So the first few months were really a testing phase. I tried different formats, different rhythms, and especially a lot of voiceovers. Because talking behind the camera felt safer. It gave me time to think, to control what I wanted to say, and to hide a little when I wasn't confident enough yet to be on camera. I ended up in Palma over Valentine's weekend. It was my first time traveling alone in a foreign country. Looking back, I realized how much I was questioning myself during that period. I kept asking myself, should I talk more? Should I show less? What should I show? Should I explain more? How could I explain more when I'm not a talkative person? Should I let the images speak for themselves? I didn't have answers, only doubts and curiosity. Another thing that marked this year was the delay between filming and uploading. Some videos were filmed weeks, sometimes months before they were actually published. For example, the vlog that I filmed in Parma was shot in February but only uploaded in April. At that time I had a lot of constraints and YouTube had to fit around real life. But the gap was really important. While the channel didn't change yet, I was already changing behind the scenes. Wow, it's already the night, so I had to turn the light on. So around April, something slowly started to shift. I wouldn't call it confidence yet, but more like awareness. I started paying closer attention to how I was holding the camera, how I spoke, how present I felt in my own videos. And the vlog I filmed in Bologna, Italy, is a good example of that. Even though it was only uploaded in June, in reality it was already filmed in April, and at that moment I could already feel a difference. I wasn't completely comfortable yet, but there were moments where things felt more natural and less forced. That period taught me something really important. Progress doesn't always show you immediately. Sometimes you evolve first and the content catches up later. Then came June. That's where I really noticed a turning point. With vlogs like Ravenna and Florence, filmed in Italy, I finally started to feel more at ease, more comfortable in front of the camera. Not just occasionally, but more consistently. And during that period, I slowly started to stop relying on voiceovers. Instead of explaining everything afterwards, I started talking directly to the camera in the moment. I allowed myself to be present, to react, to speak without overthinking every sentence.
Buona giornata.
Filming outside also became easier. So before that, filming in public and so outside with a camera felt extremely intimidating. I was constantly aware of people being around me, of being watched to, of standing out. Obviously, when you have a camera and that you're speaking in front of the camera, you're standing out. Obviously. But little by little, that fear faded. By July and August, with vlogs like Paris and the trip that I did in Apulia, I reached a point where talking in front of the camera in public no longer felt like a challenge. It became normal. And that's something I never thought I would say at the beginning of the year. During the summer, my relationship with content creation changed again. I started experimenting more seriously with any short form content. I had already posted a short back in January, but without any real direction. This time was different. I had a direction, a small one, but still had one. Around August and September, I started posting shorts with intention. I wanted to understand that format, how it worked, and how it could fit in my overall content. I also started thinking more about consistency, not just posting when I felt inspired, but building a rhythm.
After that, I added the toge, homemade fish cakes. They were chewy and full of flavor from the sauce. The fish cakes added a nice balance to the spiciness and the chewy texture of the toge.
But with that came a new set of questions. Real ones and certainly hard ones. Because while some content performed well, like my video about supermarkets in Italy, which reached about 7,000 views, most of my vlogs were getting around 12 to 30 views, which is not a lot. And even though I knew and I still know that growth takes time, it was hard not to compare with the others and with my own content, with my own videos, like the one that I did in Italy with the supermarkets that reached more than 7,000 views, or short videos where I got more than 11,000 views. There were moments when I genuinely asked myself if YouTube was really for me, if vlogging was the right format, and obviously if I was making the right creative choices. I questioned the quality of my videos, my storytelling, and even my legitimacy as a creator. There were even periods when I didn't post and where silence made me reflect even more. And now, looking at where I am today, I don't have a final answer. What I do have is clarity about one thing: I've grown. Not just as a creator, but as a person too. I'm more comfortable on camera, I understand my style better, I know what I enjoy creating, and I'm still exploring how far I want to take it. Well, this video is not about success or failure, it's just about, with the dubs, the learning, the small victories, and the moments where I chose to keep going even when things felt uncertain. Obviously, this is just the beginning. Yeah. So that's everything that I wanted to say for the 2025 recap. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it, even though it was longer than usual and maybe a bit more heavy. As always, do not forget to like, to subscribe and to comment below. You also can follow me on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. And I see you guys on the next video. Bye! And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end.